how's everybody doing? I'm going to try and find this here. Okay. So it is now May 2nd. And just so you know, Mars went into Aries night before last on April 30th. So Mars basically comes in and says, it's time for you to surrender. You know, it's pretty much something that has to be done. It's necessary. And it's about things we need to change. I think that it's important for all of us to pay attention to messages that we're getting right now. Because here's what's really happening. We have Mars and the North Node as well as Chiron. And then we have a whole bunch of other stuff like Pluto is in sextile with Mars, right? So there's a lot going on. And I just wanted to like make you guys aware of what that actually looks like. So North Node is about going toward a higher good. It's about making changes. It's about leaving old stuff in the past, right? And it's in Aries too. And so now Mars is there. Chiron is there, which is the wounded healer, you know? And it's about the way it's going to present itself with Mars is it's going to be saying like, am I enough to do this? You know, Aries is going to be bringing in like a lot of good ideas. So you might hear the messages, you know, you might get the urge to do something outlandish. I think you should follow it. But I think what's going to happen is Chiron is going to be in there and it's going like, are you sure? Are you sure you can do this? Are you enough? Am I enough? Do I have what it takes? And Mars is like an action planet and ready to put the smack down on Chiron. You know what I mean? So there's some things that are in our past, there are traumas, there are old beliefs, there's old ideas, whatever it is for you. You're going to be forced to surrender them with this Mars in there too. You know what I mean? So you see how spirit works with us, how the universe works with us, right? Because Mars, you know, Chiron is saying like, do I have what it takes? And Mars is saying like, yeah, you have what it takes. Can I do it? Yes, Mars says, yes, you can. I am powerful. That's what Mars says. I am powerful. So this energy is kind of like knowing what you need to do and then finding the courage and the power to do it. Like you're going to figure it out. So, wow, what a message, right? So it's in Aries' first house, of course, right? And actually Mars is your ruler, so it's like it's at home base right now, so it's comfortable. It's also sextiling Pluto. So it's in your first house, so it's your first house of self, but you could be looking at relationships, career. You might be changing or leaving a job or something, right? You need a change with the North Node in Aries. So wherever you're feeling stuck, like if you feel like you're scared to do something, I feel like the energy is saying like, go toward that. Whatever you're scared of, do that. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So you could be like looking at yourself and going like, what is going on with me, right? Like, do you have a problem with depression? Do you feel like, is there something you can do about it? It's almost like no matter what the issue is, Spirit is just like, or Mars is just like saying, like, you can do this. You can do this. It's the planet of action. So I also feel like there's kind of like a message too about with Mars, like you could, be very abrasive. You could be, right? Because Aries is a take charge kind of sign, right? So I wanted to kind of just do some card pulls here and see what Spirit wants to tell us about this, just like as a collective. This is going to be happening in, depending on, what your rising sign is, like that's how you figure out where the house is. So if your rising is in Aries, then it's in your first house. If it's in Taurus, it's in your 12th, and then so on going backwards, right? So Taurus, and then Gemini, it would be 11th. Cancer would be 10th, right? So it's just like that. So you guys can figure out what house this is in, and it might clue you in, but I honestly think like it's just the bigger picture of it is like Aries is asking us to step up and take charge of our lives. Mars is there to make sure that the change happens. Chiron is there because something needs to be taken out. Something needs to be thrown out, a belief, an idea. Hi, I didn't see anybody here. Hello, how's it going? All right, so, whoops, gratitude alarm. What are you guys grateful for today? Okay, we're going to just ask for some messages about this Mars. Spirit, tell me what this Mars is doing for us. It's making you look back at your past, 7 of Cups. It could cause some confusion. Don't forget we have Neptune going on somewhere too. Hello. How's it going? Artie, how's everything? Thanks for coming. Nice to see you here. Thanks for hitting the like button. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things are about to turn. Hello, Alicia. I'm going to do this Mars reading and then I'll come back and pull cards for you guys, okay? So just hang tight with me. Because things are just about to get kind of exciting in our life. Like I feel like May is a really good month. A lot of things coming in, a lot of things leaving. Hello. Okay, so it looks to me like some of us are going to be like reevaluating our love situations because the Lover's here. Could be about partnerships too, like something that you're hanging on to. It could be an old belief, but I feel like you're kind of checking it out. And that is part of it. Like if we're looking through our relationships, our friendships, our lovers, our jobs, right? And what we want is abundance. We want happiness. And so we're evaluating that, like, am I happy? Does this bring me abundance? What's the change needed, right? Because we have to leave something behind. Yeah, there you are. Higher self coming out. So I feel like some of you guys might be changing jobs. I feel like a lot of you are having heart activations. I also feel like it could be going toward a new love or revamping the way you are in your current relationship. You know what I mean? Because we are looking back at our stuff and we're going like, what do we want? I feel like what it's saying is that we'd like stability in our life, We'd like to feel happy. We'd like to be abundant. And I think whatever it is that you're healing from or that your heart hurt from is probably, I feel like you're kind of holding on to it in a way. So that could be that Chiron energy, and it's coming up going like, I don't know if I can, do this. Because I think there's something changing in your work here. Like there's some of us that are bored with what we're doing, or it's just not really fulfilling to us, right? And what we want to do is follow our passions. And I think that there's going to be a lot of us doing that with this Aries energy. It's so powerful, you guys. And yeah, so I feel like there could be new beginnings, like maybe even like something exciting that you do, like a hobby. Um, you know, maybe it's something that you do that you keep to yourself, but I feel like there's money in it. And so if you're asking yourself, I don't know, do I have the strength? Am I capable? Do I have what it takes here to like go out on my own? The answer is absolutely yes, you do. I feel like this judgment card is here, right? And it's kind of touching the lovers and the heart opening chakra. So I do feel like there's changes in love coming, but I it could be for some of us like recommitting to somebody that we already love, like we're looking at it and we're like, man, I kind of been sleeping on the job here. I haven't really put any effort into this. I haven't put any like, excitement. We need to put excitement back into our relationship. I think there's like recommitting coming in. I mean, some people might walk away. I don't see any walking away cards, but it just makes sense that some might decide to walk away from jobs, from people, from friends, from lovers, trying to just go out on their own and do something new with their life, something that fulfills them. Spirit, tell me about this. So, what's interesting is you have fours. You have 3 4s here, 4, 4, and 4. So I think whoever I'm talking to here that's watching the message or will watch the message, this is really a lot to do with your home, because 4s are about your foundation. And for me, that's what I feel like your foundation is a lot of things, right? It could be your growing up years, it could be your home now, right? Whatever it is that is the bottom of your pyramid, right? That's the things that you're going to be looking at, because I feel like, I don't know, it's just not exactly what you want. Oh, must be for you. Jess, cool. Okay, I'm gonna do I'll pull cards for you guys. Just hang tight. I want to know about these 4s. Tell me about these 4s, a deeper message about the 4s here, because I feel like there's something here. Because do you see them? They're all in a line. 4 of Wands, 4 Swords, 4 of Pentacles. So something big changing in your home, in your foundation. It's about, yeah, you need security. You need stability. It's about the anchor, right? It's about stability and being reliable. And yeah, tell me some more about this. 4s. Okay, so I feel like, honestly, you have a choice here, like you could have a choice. It's a crossroad card, right? So you could go, have a choice to like change everything right now. And we do really with all these, with Mars there. Mars is actually the action planet. So if you're going to leave something like a job, you could. You might. Because what this snake card is telling me is that there's envy, there's rivalry in your 4, in your foundation. Could be deceit, betrayal, and it's also about fighting for what you want, the snake energy, right? Like, what do you want? It's kind of like what I found in the reading. It's like, do I have enough to do it? Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? So I feel like that's kind of what it is. You're trying to make some kind of like stability or be the anchor, right, in your family. So maybe you're trying to change your job so that there's more money or something. But you have a choice here, and it's totally up to you what you do with it. Tell me about these new beginnings here with the pages. Page of. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. So the pages are here, and pages are about like new beginnings, you know, because they're like children, right? So you're starting something as a child almost, like you're at the ground level on it, right? And I feel like it is destiny for you to follow a passion, is what I feel like, because here's the sun again. It's about happiness and victory and success and self-realization. So I feel like you have the choice, but you're not sure what way to go. Here's the thing, like feeling like somebody's comfortable in their stressful situation, not even comfortable, but just used to it, so used to it you don't even know how to change it at this point, right? Spirit, show me. Well, I can see what's happening here is you're eventually what you're doing is you're like kind of just telling your soul to lead, you know, your heart's being activated here. So I think something big is going to change here. Spirit, tell me what's going on over here. Why do I have only half a deck of cards? Because they're over here. Okay. Tell me what's going on over here with the lovers and the judgment and the King of Cups. Okay. The Empress. The Three of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Sun again. You guys have the Sun. We have the Sun 3 times. I feel like the Sun is a message to keep your eye on the good things in your life. What I feel like is happening in this love situation, and like when you surrender to your higher self, I feel like you're going to be successful. I feel like you have wish fulfillment coming in. And then the Empress was the first card that came out. So Empress is like creative energy, you know, and she's a manifester as well, right? Look around us outside. Nature represents the Empress. Empress is creations, right? So I feel like it's important for you guys to stay positive through this energy, because you know it can kind of make us get down on ourselves, you know, with Chiron in there. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win with this argument that's going on between you and your higher self? You know what I mean? Like your human being is saying like, I don't know if I can do it, and your higher self is going like, come on, we can do it, right? Mars is the one that might make that happen. So I feel like, you know, tap into the Mars energy, you know, be thankful for it, because it's the driving force to the action, you know, it is. And if you when I was doing research on Mars last night, I was just blown away by it, because it has the ability to just completely take out whatever it is that your doubt is, you know what I mean? Like boom. So you know, Chiron is kind of wimping around like, well, I don't know, you know. And then Mars comes in and says, well, I do know. So, yeah, I hope that you are staying really positive about your life. I'm going to ask Spirit for some advice for you guys with this transit. I can't remember how long that Mars is in Aries. I forgot. I don't know if I even wrote it down. I want to say it's sometime in June or something, but I could be wrong. Hello. Welcome to my channel, you guys. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing card pulls here in a second. So if you wrote down a question, great. If you haven't written down a correct question, do it. I wouldn't suggest writing a 1,000 times the question because that's not really going to help me at all. It's just confusing. So just write down your question. I will get to everybody, I promise. Yeah, see, third eye in the sun again. So we've gotten the sun 4 times. It's about strength. It's about empowerment. It's about positivity. It's about growth. It's about love. It's about loving yourself and everything about you, right? It represents the human part of you. So, while you're going through all this and you're realizing your human has clung to maybe some childhood stuff, and you've been sort of like keeping it to yourself maybe, but your heart's been broken. It's really time to let that go because it's stopping you from forward movement, because you have like low self-worth. And I feel like there's so much sun showing up in your energy. I just feel like you guys just have faith because things are turning around for us. Some of you could be traveling, but I also feel like some of you are getting messages from your higher self. Yeah, I think the messages might feel very unexpected because the Tower card is here, which is also represented by the planet Mars. So I feel like, this could be saying like you're going to get like unexpected messages. Some of you could be traveling, but you definitely have clarity coming from like your higher self, right? About the fears that you've been carrying around since you were little. So here comes the Empress one more time. There she is. This is Taurus energy. And it's also Venus energy. And Venus is in Taurus right now. So there's a lot of love here, a lot of like self-nurturing energy as well, and clarity. So I feel like you're getting clear on the fear and how much they've held you back. And I think you get absolute, complete 100% clarity. Look at these cards all telling me. Right? So you could be having some Venus action in your life too, like the one that would open your heart up here. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, I feel like this energy is good. So pay attention to it. Realize that it's trying to work in your life. You know what I mean? When you're sitting here and you're wanting to do something, go for something that you've been thinking about for a long time, but there's something inside of you that says, no, I don't know if I'm enough. Mars comes in and says, yes, you are. And I feel like it is kind of like a smackdown to Chiron, right? Like, you know what, Chiron, shut the fuck up. Like, it's time to let go of these old ideas and realize who you really are on this planet. So I feel like a lot of changes in your home, the way you deal with your family and that kind of thing. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go back up to the top here. Please help me. Does Deepak love me? Where's my... I'm looking for it. There it is. Let's see. Spirit, are you here with me today? Thank you so much. Hang on. I gotta get my fingers still here. Does Deepak love Artie? Yes. Please tell me something. Let's see. Alicia or Elisha? Will Andrew and I get back together? Is Alicia and Andrew getting back together? It looks like yes. And then Artie. Nothing is good in my life. I feel so bad. Please tell me something about my future. Okay. Angels, spirits, and guides. Let's tap into Artie Sharma. And can you just give me some messages about that he needs to hear right now? Angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is coming from love and light. Aries Sharma. What does he need to know? There's a new beginning coming. It could be about money. Okay. Yeah, I see all this sadness here. I do. I feel like you're kind of stuck, or feeling like you're stuck, right? So this would be a good time for you to like supercharge yourself with that Mars energy I've been talking about, Artie. I feel like the center of your reading is the Knight of Swords, which is quick change. And what's changing is the way you feel. Now, I don't know if you're worried about money, but I don't think you have to be. You know what I mean? Like, I see King of Pentacles here. So I kind of feel like there's a new beginning for you, like with money. And I feel like you're going to be stable and grounded and know your value. And then I see a Three of Cups, which could be about a reconciliation with someone that you love. It could be about family. It could be about a party, going to a party, right? Or being invited to one. I kind of feel like this new opportunity that's coming in, like it looks really much like you are so stuck that I'm not sure if you're going to go for it. You know what I mean? Like you could very well. I mean, you're guarded and you're sort of like Four Cups in it. This card is a little bit, to me, like it's a little bit disturbing when it comes out because it's almost like this person is kind of like gotten so used to her life being and being like so disappointed in it that she's almost like being petrified, like like the turning into the tree, right? And she can't even see any of the beautiful things around her. She's got a couple of bunnies here, a squirrel right by her head, a butterfly. She doesn't care. She's not even seeing it. And I think that when we get to that place, it's really kind of a scary kind of energy to be in. And right above it, it's telling me there's a new opportunity for you. It's the very first card out. Something changing. It's brand new. And it's about money because King of Pentacles was the next card. King of Pentacles is about being able to manifest money. 5D or 3D stuff, like money and a home and like those kind of things, right? The story about the King of Pentacles is the King Midas story, and everything he touched turned to gold. And so that is what could be yours, you know what I mean? And this Three of Cups could very well be like angels. They could be your spirit team, like directing you there. And the reason that you have this, like this energy around you of spirit, because that's what I feel like the Three of Cups can be a lot of things, but threes are about spirit. They're about angels. They're about guides. And I think you have some choices to make. And I think you're a little bit confused and a little bit stuck. And so that's why, you have this spirit team here. I feel like something's going to be illuminated to you about what's bothering you. It's this same thing. It's this Seven of Wands. Like, this is like feeling like you have to protect yourself and your family, from something. Like, so I don't know why you're feeling like that, but it's got you up all night and scared and worried about what's coming in next. And then the moon, it's about emotions. It's about something new being uncovered, something you didn't know before. Let's get some Lenormand here and ask why you're in this Four of Cups. Why are they in the Four of Cups? Because it's an isolation. It's protection for you to like not look outside of where you're at. You are trying to protect yourself or your family, both. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. Okay, so there was some kind of conflict here. It looks like to me. That's what you're worried about. Here's what the card, it's called Whips. I'm using the Lenormand card, and it's about quarrel, conflict, punishment, lies, deceit, aggressive people, unreliable partner, resentment, anger, and sex perversions. So I don't know what that is, but let's just call it some kind of conflict, right? And what's coming instead of that, like you have that, but here's what you should have. Here's what's coming in is romance and harmonious vision and maturity and wisdom. So here's the first message I have for you. Whatever you're going through right now that's really got you in this darkness, like these are the times when we grow the most, in the darkness. And I know they're not fun and I know they don't feel good. I do know that. But it is like the most metamorphosed time. It's because we're not busy like making money, and we're not busy like worrying about, having the coolest car. What we're thinking about is our own self. Like, how can I protect myself? With this card and this Four of Cups, I feel like, you've been isolating for quite a while. And I feel like, this is a good time for Mars to come in and like show you that you are something. And I kind of feel like that's what the Knight of Swords is representing, because it's about very quick change, very, very quick change. And it's all these negative things that are changing. Remember, you have this Lily card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. So I feel like Spirit is working with you somehow. I feel like they're going to show you something. I want to know what it is, though, Spirit. Show me in this deck. Tell me what the Knight of Swords is bringing in for Artie. Oh, dang. I still have the other deck mixed in. Dang it. I know something Spirit has. Okay, so you're getting some kind of new information. You see, I do feel like there's angels that are like front row seat watching you. I do. They're watching everything, understanding what you need. They're going to help you remember your higher self. So, like I said, like all this darkness, just roll with it, because it's about you remembering your higher self. I mean, I feel like everybody is kind of going through that right now. It's about the vibration of the planet. And I feel like our souls are getting louder and more prominent in our human. They're guiding us, they're directing us, they're helping us remember like who we are and what our powers are. So tell me what you're helping the Artie remember, Spirit. What are you helping them remember? This is the open to receive card. They're bringing blessings, it says. Are you open? Are you open to it? Because it's coming in like a tower moment. It's not going to be, you're not going to be expecting this. Well, what's it look like? Tell me how they're going to, it's going to look like clarity and transformation in some kind of situation, right? What are you missing? What are you separated from? What are you missing? Because I feel like that's what's causing your problem. Here's what it's talking about. It is talking about a inner child wounding. So I feel like there's something here, like there's a quarrel down here and you're worried about it. And I think it stimulated something inside of yourself that's like an old wound. And that's that Chiron energy, right? So bringing up to the surface something that makes you feel like you have to be on guard, something that keeps you up all night. It's the same thing that when you were little, it brought that back to you. Some kind of fight or something like that, or an aggressive, interaction with somebody. But I feel like what's happening is like this inner child is being healed, because the card is right here. And whatever has made you feel this way, which is detached and cold and isolated, that's healing. That's what's going to be healed. But trust me when I tell you that when you're in this place of darkness, that's when the light starts to come in. You know what I mean? That's when you start to feel your higher self. That's when your higher self says, I love you. I love you. And you need to know this about us. So that's what I have for you, Artie. I hope that made sense to you. Let's see here. You lost your job. You lost everything. Can you read what your angel wants to tell you? Can you read Gopal? I lost everything. Gopal. Let me tell me what Gopal needs to know. Spirit, angels, guides. Give me some messages for Gopal. Two of Swords. Okay, so right now I feel like what you're trying to do is figure out where to put your energy, Gopal. I feel like you've been up all night. You've been worried about stuff. But it's okay because I feel like what's happening is you're kind of like, it's kind of like that, I was saying to the last person, it always comes out like this. Like when we're in this darkness, this is like the nightmare card, right? And you're getting kind of a new perspective because you're talking to your higher self and the Hermit. The Hermit is where you reach in and you say, higher self, give me clarity. And that is what you're asking for too. Clarity about where should I put my energy now, right? Temperance is here. And that's about changing your energy. And so that is actually why the Hanged Man card is here too. Because you have to turn around the way you're feeling. You have to change your energy. You're just like too sad, right? So you're going to have to make a decision, but you almost can't because you don't know the answer, right? So temperance is here, and it's talking about yoga. It's talking about tapping in. This is the tree pose, right? It's talking about getting balance in your life. So I think that what is happening is you're kind of understanding your value. And I also feel like with this King of Pentacles is about being able to manifest money. It's about knowing your value. And that's what you're getting clear on, just so you know. Like, this is the clarity card. This is you asking for clarity. And then the King of Pentacles comes in. So it's like you're getting some kind of knowledge from your higher self about how to manifest money, right? And I think part of this is about changing your energy, because what you think about, you bring about. So if you're in the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands, heavy burden, can't seem to make sense out of anything. That's what needs to change. And these two cards are just exactly that. This is about changing your perspective, looking at it from another perspective, right? So that's what I'm seeing. Let's see. I lost everything. I lost my job. Can I get another one? Yeah. Well, I don't know what your job's going to be, but you're going to be manifesting your own money. If you lost your job, you probably lost your job because it doesn't work for you anymore. You know what I mean? Like spirit mind, I've just taken it out of there because you're meant for something else. Let's see. Tell me what you're doing in the King of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like the King of Pentacles is your wish fulfillment, right? You can get your wish fulfillment. But what's bothering you is so here that it's almost telling me, like, be careful. So this could be like this could be that Chiron conjunction, you know, Chiron in Aries, right? And it's telling you, like, oh, I don't know if I can do this or not. You know, it's like a battle between your higher self and you. And your higher self is saying, like, yes, you can. You can do it. We can do it. We can do anything. You know what I mean? Have you ever thought about that? Like how powerful your soul is instead of like just how weak you feel in the human? Because we are powerful beings from all that is. We're connected. We're all connected. So whatever kind of problem you're going through right now, it is nothing that your higher self doesn't know the answer to. It knows the answer. It knows exactly what to do. So I kind of feel like it's really talking about tapping in, you know? So I don't know if you meditate, but I feel like you should, because there's stuff here. Like you have this King of Pentacles energy coming in. So that would be you having everything you want, your wish fulfillment, every single thing. You manifesting it yourself. But this is what's going on. You're still worried about what somebody did. You're worried about something. You're arguing with your higher self about something that wasn't fair, right? You're up all night. You're carrying it around like a, 85-pound load. So, yeah, I just feel like what Spirit is saying to me is that you have the ability to have everything you want, but your energy has to change, because in the law of attraction, it's what you think about, you bring about, and what you're thinking about is all negative stuff. 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Instead of just like focusing on all the stuff that's went wrong, look around and see all the stuff that went right. I know there's one or two things you can say that you have, like, right? Even if you don't have anything physically, like go outside. Look at the birds, look at the trees, look at the flowers, because nature is abundant. The universe is abundant. Any kind of like withholding or like feeling like we have nothing, it's a human being thing. Like we don't have enough. I don't know where you live, but here, I live in the United States, and it is all, like people, they spend every minute of their time working so that they can have all these like expensive stuff, like $500,000 house or $1 million house, and then they have to work like 80 hours a week to live in it, but they're always working, right? Anyway, I think there's a much easier way to get the things that we want. I do. It's not that I think we have to live in lack, because nature tells us quite the opposite of that. I was just watching a podcast or something yesterday, and it was talking about an apple tree and how, like the apple tree is so abundant, right? It gives us off it produces so many apples that they fall on the ground and they rot, right? So the universe is abundant, is what I'm saying. This earth is abundant. And so are we. We live here. So we have the ability to bring that abundance to us. It's just like, what are we thinking about? And if you're just thinking about what you don't have, you're just going to keep saying what you don't have. It's not going to change. So you kind of gotta change what you're looking at and how you see it. You gotta be grateful. I'm telling you, it's gratitude is huge to change your energy. So I'm hoping that that's something that you can do. I actually, set my phone for every 1 hour to remind myself, like, because I don't do it. It's not something I've ever done. I've never just sat around and, like, all day long going like, wow, thank you, spirit, like, that is a beautiful view. I've just never done it, but I'm starting to, because that's the key to having more things to be grateful for, right? And it doesn't matter whether you're talking about money or love or just happiness within, you know? So I hope that helps you. Um, go, Paul. I think that you can create whatever you want is the gist of my reading, right? I feel like, yeah, if you lost your job, I don't know if I would want that job back, because maybe spirit took it because you're meant for something different, meant for to learn something new or something. I don't know what it is, but your higher self does. So I don't know. I take some time, several times a day, just to tap in and talk to your higher self. And don't forget to say thank you for what it's given you too. Like, it gives you messages about go here, go there, do this, do that. So make sure and be grateful for that connection that you're feeling. Okay, so let's see. I was in a very bad relationship, but I moved on and getting through everything. Just feel a little confused about some of my feelings, but I know it will pass. I'm a Libra and my daughter is a Taurus. Hello, you. Mauritius Island? Sagittarius, I'm jobless since 1 year. I have severe financial issue. Can you see if there will be some life amelioration? I don't know what that word means, but oh, Wayne, please don't talk to me about devil work. That's just ridiculous. I don't even believe in the devil, so just go somewhere else. This isn't your page if you think I'm working for the devil, because I don't even acknowledge the devil. So, will there be some relief, maybe, is what you're saying, right? I don't know where Mauritius Island is. I think you should tell me. Sagittarius. All right. Spirit, let's give me some messages for you. Well, welcome, you. Okay. Yeah, I see you're like really sad, huh? Um, so did you hear what I was saying about like law of attraction just a minute ago to the last person? Because I feel like I'm kind of going to have to repeat myself for you, because I feel like if you want to manifest, you kind of have to change your vibration and like rethink the way you're feeling about your life, right? Um, I feel like your higher self is trying to tell you something here. Wheel of Fortune is here, and strength and love. Okay, so I I know this isn't about money, right? What I'm about to say, but I really do tap into healing energy and spirit. And I feel like it's time for you to kind of start actually loving yourself, right? Because I feel like you have to choose yourself here. Like there's this place where you have to make a decision and manifest, right? Like where you want to go. But this card came out. So she's just crying, 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 right? Just a waterfall of tears here. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, there is something going to change with Wheel of Fortune, which is, I think Jupiter energy. So Jupiter might be doing you some favors, honestly showing you your strength. But I also feel like it's really important that you start like on a regular basis, like loving yourself, because I feel like your vibe is really low and it's really hard to manifest good things when you're in a low vibration. It is. It just isn't going to happen. The universe reads our energy and they just see the energy and they just give you more of the same energy. So if you're in the Nine of Swords and you're crying, 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 I feel like that has to change. It just has to change. And and then I see the Ace of Cups here. So it's about really honoring your higher self and loving it, but loving all of you, body, mind, and soul. So you might ask yourself, like, how can I do that? How can I love all those pieces of me on a daily basis, right? Um, so body. Let's think of the ways you could love your body. You could make good food choices. You could drink plenty of water. You could exercise, right? Those are just a few things you can do, but you can be really, really creative and do all kinds of things. I also think like sometimes it's good to like look, like research something, like research your heart, research the heart and do some research on it and how does that just keep pumping like that? Why does it just keep pumping like that? Like how lucky are we that our body just continues to work? And like honestly researching the organs and like being grateful to your body and saying thank you, like ritually, you know what I mean? Like thank you heart, thank you kidneys, thank you liver. Like look up what they do exactly, and like it's just a way to be grateful that you have that. You know what I'm saying? Like think of those things that you do have, functioning kidneys. I mean, I had a child who lost kidney function at 16, and it was just, I don't know if anybody's ever experienced dialysis. I have not, but I've witnessed it. And it's just crazy, what happens. And so, like, be grateful those kidneys work, right? The more we have gratitude for our body, the better our body works. That's what I'm saying. And then your mind. How can you love your mind every single day? You can feed it. Like even doing the research for the body would be feeding your mind. It would be loving your mind. Have you ever really thought about your mind? Because I have, and I've thought to myself, like, you know what? If there's one thing I really, really do love about myself, it's the way I think about everything. It's the fact that I just analyze the shit out of everything. I am Gemini, so it's just who I am. It's who I came to be. And I actually really love the way I think. And I do honor that part. How about you? What do you love about your mind? What way does your mind work that makes you excited and happy? Be grateful for it. Say thank you. You know what I'm saying? And soul. How do we love that beautiful soul of ours? Exercise that as well. And the way to exercise the soul, in my opinion, is to think back to when you were little, because I feel like when we're children, we are pure soul. Have you been around a child? Right? And they are just so pure. And that what they love to do, what we loved to do when we were little. It hasn't changed. So go do something, eat something. Like what was your favorite treat as a little kid? Like when I think about it, I remember my grandma taking me for a nickel ice cream cone at the little drive-in, and I was so excited to do that. It was like, and I still love ice cream cones, and sometimes I like relive those memories and take my own grandkids and get them an ice cream cone, and we just all eat ice cream cones. So it's those little things that like pleasure the soul. It pleasured me then, it still does today. And it's like anything like that. Go to the park on a nice day and roll down a grassy hill. Have you done that in a while? It's been a couple of years for me, but I actually still try to do those kinds of things because I know it wakes up my soul. I giggle and laugh the whole way down. Of course, I forgot what it feels like when you're rolling down and you're like bumping every time, like your body just bumps and falls and like you feel it because I'm old. I'm 60 years old and of course I can feel it, but it really does kind of light up my soul. So those are just a few examples, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's really imperative that you start loving yourself because you're overwhelmed with grief. It looks like, or worry, anxiety. Nine of Swords is much about that. And the Two of Wands is here, and it's telling me like it's time to love yourself. It's time to choose you. Like, I know it's hard too when you're worried about money, but try to just not focus about material worry, right? Focus on what's right here, right now, and that's you, your higher self, your mind, and your body, which is a beautiful, well oiled machine that can operate together and can bring you whatever you want. You can manifest it. I see you doing it here. I see your higher self even coming out with the high priestess here. So your higher self is really trying to like let you know, like you can have this, you can have this. It's gonna come. But all this sadness has to go. So how do you get rid of like depression? Well, it's like I was saying before. It's kind of like you got to shift your perspective. You got to start thinking about other things, like how great this planet is that we live on, right? It's a bummer that we need money to survive, I think. I think it's a bummer because it messes all of us up. Maybe that's why it's here to trip us up, like every other lesson that we have. But I feel like, if you start loving yourself and putting your focus on that, I think things will just start changing. Like you'll start seeing opportunities because your vibe's going to change and what you attract is different. You're not attracting lack, you're attracting blessings because you're grateful for it. You're grateful for your health, you're grateful for your mind, you're grateful for your soul. And all of that changes who what the way you're vibing. And that universe sees it and they go, oh, we got to give them more things to be grateful for. Let's show them this. Let's show them this. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like that's really what Spirit wants me to say to you today. Um, so that's for you. I hope that made sense for you. Um, and you behave. I feel like I ask this question every time, and you know what? I never remember the answer. Will Kushi and you behave reconcile? No. Um, I hope it makes sense to you. I don't do this ever, and I'm nervous even to say this right now, but I know I have to. When I seen you, I connected with a great sadness, and I wanted to tell you that it's okay to let that go. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate you. Um, Yeah, my great sadness is the loss of my son, and I don't doubt that everybody can pick up on that. He died July 3rd, 2019, so it's coming on 5 years, and it's just really hard. And other, people are always like, "But you have other kids." I do have other kids. I have three other kids. I had four altogether, and it doesn't it doesn't take away my sadness to know that I have all the rest of them, and I don't know why. There's just a hole in me. I don't know how it's going to be filled up or taken care of. I do know that it doesn't make sense to me that I still have this great sadness because I know he's okay. And, I've seen him, I've talked to him, I've had people giving me my messages about him. He's fine. And it's just this human part of me that just misses him. Like it's I don't know, like I grew him inside of me, you know? He's part of me. So my human just feels that. Like this big part of me is gone, but my soul probably is hanging out and like frolicking in the afterlife with him, you know what I mean, when I'm sleeping or something. And I do know that he's okay, and I don't know why the sadness has hung on so long, except for kind of like what I was saying before in the reading, for somebody. It's like it's in the darkest times where we actually get the most connection from our higher self. And I can tell you that my whole belief system has changed since he died. It's changed me completely. Um, and so, like, there's this bigger piece of me that goes, there's nothing to be sad about. Like, we're still connected. Like, but my human is still going, like, but, you know? So that's where that gratitude and stuff comes in. And that's why I do it. It's because, I'm low vibe a lot of times too. So without like this reminder, like when my alarm goes off and says, "Tina, what are you grateful for right now? Right in this moment, look around you and like tell me what you're grateful for." That's what my alarm is about. And it does help like ground me and center me, um and I do see more and more things that I'm grateful for. Like I do. And they're more like nature kind of things. Um so yeah. Yeah, yeah. When will you ever let I understand that I'm here with you? Don't be hard on yourself. Oh, I know it wasn't my fault. I don't have anything like that. He was sick. He was sick, and I've spent the better part of 5 years like trying to figure out what the hell we had in mind in our soul path. Like that's why I look at astrology. That's why, I'm so interested in things like your birth card, and like what was your plan? You know what I mean? Like what does that information give you? We left ourselves a map with astrology. What's our north node? What's our sun sign? What are the obstacles we came to experience? I definitely didn't know that I was going to lose a kid. No one ever thinks that. But I do have a Cancer North Node, so it makes a little bit of sense since Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. I mean, to put that very simply, maybe I just came here to figure out that kind of unconditional love, because to tell you the truth, I didn't know how deep I loved that kid until it was too late. You know what I mean? Like I knew I loved him. I did, but I didn't know I loved him to the point where it was going to throw me in the dirt for years. But without that death, I definitely wouldn't be reading cards. I wouldn't be channeling. I don't think my soul journey would have kicked off without it. And so there is a very big part of me that knows it was necessary and part of it. And I'm grateful for the gifts I've received, like the channeling part. Like sometimes, it just happens, the channeling, like you're reading the cards and all of a sudden you're just saying all this stuff. You don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from spirit. And once I put the cards down and I walk away, I often don't remember even what the readings are. I have to go back and rewatch them because I was completely in the channel. So, I do enjoy that part, and I'm very, very grateful for that soul understanding, because what I understand about my soul is that it's very fucking brave. It was brave in this life to choose the path that I have chosen, and I just feel kind of in awe about it, and I'm just to the point where I wished it would just every single day. I can't wait till I get to the point where my soul is 100% in charge and not my human, because my human is scared and sad and stuck sometimes. But my soul is ready to roll, man, and she's on some kind of mission. And I'm just here for the ride. I hope I hope the human part can do it. But back to that Mars and Chiron energy, huge shifts happening in the month of May for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, we really are going to be letting go of some really old stuff. Like this, mostly feeling like you can't do something, because Aries is yes, you can, and Mars is yes, you can. So kind of cool. Hi, Dan. How can God die? I guess here's the thing, Ridwan. I feel like we all have our own beliefs about God and Jesus and all that stuff, and I really don't think that. I think that wherever you're at with those beliefs is probably exactly where you're supposed to be, like where your soul planned to be. I'm not here to change anyone's beliefs. I'm really not. And I feel quite differently about God and Jesus and every single soul on the planet than you do. I'm sure of it. And I'm not here to try and convince you of something different. So thank you for sharing your opinion here. Gratitude alarm. And so today I'm super grateful for all of you guys on this channel right now. I've had, yeah, well, good for you. I'm glad. I don't know anything about Islam. I don't. I don't know anything about it. I don't really like subscribe to any certain religion. I feel like as I walk my path, I've been guided in a whole bunch of different directions, and I feel really lucky to like know a lot about a lot of different beliefs. And I get to choose what I want to believe. That's what I love about being a human being. Like, I know I was raised in a religion that said this is the only truth, only this one. But it's just not true for me. You know what I mean? I don't believe that there's just one truth. I think there's many. And I think we get shown what they are one at a time. Or we spend our life in one. I don't think it matters. I don't think one is. Well, my marriage happened. I have a new guy named Harshal, but I will have to shift. Please check when my marriage happened. I have a new guy. Oh, Nick. Well, I don't know if I can tell you when. Are you engaged now? We have a new guy. How do you know you're going to marry him? You know, people come into our life all the time to teach us stuff, Nick. Well, Nick, I don't know if this is talking about like a past thing or what, but the first card out is the coffin card. So it's like it says endings bring new beginnings. There's growth, there's change, there's liberation, and there's a transition going on inside of you. It's about heartbreak. It's about something that hurt you. It could be like a toxic relationship, it could be an addiction, or it could be just like, you know, inner child wounding or something like that. But I feel like you're healing yourself. I feel like I see the card stabbed in the back here, right? And Nick, this is for you. I don't know why this is all coming out, but it says heartbreak, pain, separation. And then underneath of that, it says making healthy choices. So I feel like what's happening is like there was an ending and I feel like you're healing from it. I feel like someone hurt you a lot, but you're like making healthy choices now. I feel like there's healing going on for you. And I feel like there's something new here, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart. So I feel like, you know, you do have some healing that has to happen. And I feel like as far as this person, there's nothing about marriage here for you, Nick. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's talking about you healing and transforming from a prior relationship. And then someone new comes in. And basically what it's saying is like, you need to just have fun with this person, right? That's what it's saying. Like, just have fun. Quit trying to marry him if you just have a new guy. Like, just have fun and enjoy that relationship wherever it takes you, right? Like, because I don't know, I feel like they could be part of your healing. Yeah, because what's happening to you is you are ascending. So this person coming in, I feel like you're being really positive, and then you're going to get what you want. So it's after this big transformation comes in. This is about you loving yourself, really, Nick. It is. And looking around you and understanding that you have abundance no matter what's going on in your life. There's abundance all around you. I also see there's an ascension. It's an arranged marriage thing. Oh. He's new. It's an arranged marriage. Ugh. God, I'm sorry. I fucking hate that. All right, let me ask that more specific question, because what's going on with this one coming in? Spirit, the arranged marriage. Tell me about the arranged marriage. But did you have someone before that you're like trying to heal up from? Because it definitely talks about that. Oh, the choice is yours to say yes or no. Well, that's not really an arranged marriage then. There's that coffin card again. There's the wedding card. tell me how that is going for her. That healthy choice comes back out again. So are you still like trying to let go of a previous love? Because I'm seeing something like that. Nick? Who is this crazy person on here like doing like what? Oh, yeah. Maybe. Maybe that's what it's maybe that's what it's saying. Because I see like heartbreak and separation coming in, right? When will your transition get over? I don't know. I do see it. The butterflies here, the coffin card is here, you know. I don't know. I think you should get to know this person. I do. I don't know how you're gonna do it if they live far away. But I feel like there's a warning here in a way. Um, Spirit, tell me what the outcome is going to be if she marries this guy. So I said, what's the outcome if you marry this guy? And it's talking about going towards success and then the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like this is about you and your higher self. Like, do you work with your higher self energy? Do you meditate? Because I'm kind of feeling like there's something inside of you that needs to be completely aware. You know what I mean? The Nine of Pentacles is about being aware of your soul, in my opinion. I know some people think I don't know how to read cards, but I just channel a different energy than most people do. And it's really about your soul plan. And I feel like, you have success coming, but you have to like realize that your higher self always takes care of you. So you got this new person, and it's you know, they live far away. It's gonna, you know, cost you a lot, right? And I think what you want is like love and unconditional love, right? I'm not saying it can't happen, but I think what has to happen first is you getting in touch with your soul and understanding how to do that, like how to get in touch with your soul and like how to follow its lead. Because I think you need to listen to your soul about this person, because it could be that it's not what you think. You know what I mean? And then you'd be so far from home. I don't know. I just think I'm not telling you one way or the other about this person. What I'm saying is that the cards are saying that you really need to like understand that you're okay on your own before you leave, before you marry somebody, before, you know, like you have to understand that you and your higher self know exactly what's going on. And I feel like you need to just meditate and ask the spirit, your higher self. You know what I mean? Like, is this going to work out for me? Is this the good thing? Because it keeps telling me about healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life. It's about self love, it's about self care, it's about being happier. So I kind of think it's time right now, like instead of worrying about this person, I would get to know this person as good as you can. Like, see if you can see, like, um, red flags, like, are they controlling? Are they a narcissist? Do they play head games? Because if they do that long distance, they're going to do that in your life as well, right? I feel like what you want is like unconditional love and the happily ever after and, all this really great stuff. But it's here, like, that's what your desire is. But there's more negative cards around this than positive. And this one is really telling, because it's telling me that before you can make this decision about being with this person, you have to get really okay with you. You have to understand that spirit provides everything. Your higher self is making the plan. And you kind of have to like surrender to that. Like, okay, is this part of my plan? I'm sure there's no messing up here, but I'm just saying, like, if you do have a choice in this, I mean, I would definitely try and pick up on his energy a little bit, because it looks a little wonky to me. And I don't know. I don't know what I would say. Yeah. I've been sick for 3 years and I haven't had a job in over a year, and ended a relationship with turned bad, and I feel stuck. My home environment feels unsafe. Why? Life improve? Will my body heal? Nick, I do want to say something to you, because I'm reading this, and like you're saying, like, I need love soon. Like, remember that Nine of Pentacles? That's you loving you. That's your higher self loving you. And all pieces of you on the same page. It's contentment within. You don't need someone else's love, babe. You need your own. I mean, until you give that to yourself, I don't know what you're going to attract, If you feel desperate to be loved, I mean, you're going to get somebody who isn't even capable of loving. They're going to be a narcissist and controlling and shit. And I'm sorry to be the one to say that, but it's the fucking truth. So when it's telling me Nine of Pentacles, this is that place where you don't need anybody besides your higher self. You know, That's all you really need as far as love goes. And I feel like when you actually 100% love who you are, that's when your real person comes in. If you aren't loving yourself, the person that comes in isn't, I don't know, they're just going to teach you more lessons. And I feel like you've already learned them. So I don't know. My advice to you is just to try and love yourself, man. I feel like that's kind of the message today, all day, to everybody. It's like, if you're living in a mindset of lack, you're going to have lack. If you're living in a mindset of, I need to find love right now, I don't know what you're going to find, because you need to find it in yourself first, and then the lovers comes in. You know what I mean? So I don't know how you're going to find that stability within yourself, but I would say meditation would be a good start. So, will life improve? Let's ask about M. Is M's life going to improve? She's been sick, hasn't had a job, and she ended a relationship. She feels stuck. Is her situation going to change? It looks like yes. Um, is she going to heal from her illness? No. Can she live with this illness and have a happy life? Yeah. Is this going to be about self-love as well? Gratitude. Will gratitude help her? Yeah. You see, I mean, every time when we're feeling lacking, this is what Spirit has been telling me for since about November of this last November. It's almost like gratitude's the key. You got to be grateful in order to get more things to be grateful for. It looks like you're pretty sad, and I'm gonna just get some advice from Spirit for you right now, because it looks to me like, I don't know, I have, I don't know if you've ever tuned into, I can't remember the name of the doctor. It's a doctor. I'll see if Spirit will give me the name, but there's a doctor that's on YouTube, and his message is that we absolutely can heal ourselves, no matter what the ailment is, with our own power, our soul, our thoughts. So again, focusing on good things. Spirit is showing me this plan here, the Knight of Pentacles. He is a planner. He takes his time. Things take time. And he's the planner. So I feel like, and this is kind of a new message for me too, within the last couple of weeks, but I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is about your soul plan when it comes out here. So I feel like, yeah, your soul plan. And then the Hierophant coming out to tell me I'm right. Like, it is about your soul plan. It is about learning. It's about going up the ladder of light. So I don't know if you were listening earlier, but what I do know is that when we go into this dark place where, it sounds like you are right now, you're in this darkness and you feel alone, you don't know what to do, and you're feeling kind of stuck. Embrace it. Embrace the alone time. Embrace the clarity that's going to come in for you. I would say try to do some kind of meditation for yourself. I feel like when you mix other elements with meditation breathing, like a fire, like a candle, bath water, right? And salt, like you can do it in the bathtub, is what I'm saying, or in the shower. Even some people do it in the shower, but I like to do it in the bathtub because you can add the salt, which is the earth energy. You can light a candle and you can just totally immerse your whole body in the water, and I get messages in there like that. I channel solutions in the water. You know what I mean? Like there's a problem, I will come raging out of that water with the answer to a problem. And I don't know if you've ever tried that, but you might want to, with the intention of just clearing your mind and letting your soul like bring in solutions, bring in answers. And I feel like what this is telling me is that your soul is ready to like let you in on some of the soul plan. Like, what did they have in mind, right? I feel like you're going to be called to leave a situation, walk away from a situation. Um, and it's something to do with, it could be something that either causes you confusion or it's something in your past, like a childhood wound. Like a lot of times, what do childhood wounds look like? I'm not enough. You see what you're doing, you're letting it go. And it is something. It's about something you can't get off your mind. It could be about when you're a child, but it's like time to let it go. I feel like you've been in grief long enough. You've been like in this place of like stagnancy, even too, about whatever this is that's happening. What needs to happen for you here, I mean, is this opening of the heart chakra. I also feel like this is what is meant for you. Ten of Pentacles. This is like all the money you need. This is like the answer. This is where your soul wants you to go. Thank you, Spirit. So I feel like there's something here about like your heart chakra being opened up. It needs to happen. You are going to be successful, and I feel like you're going to be stable, like financially too. And this is where your soul wants you to go. And it's telling you, like, this is what our plan was. Like, you're going to be successful, you're going to be stable. And what you're doing right now, all this darkness is like getting closer to the light, your own soul's light. It is the darkness where they come out, right? They come out and go, no, you're so loved. Right. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening here for you. M. So I feel like, I don't know what's going on with with anything, but I'm telling you that if you could tap into your soul and like release some of this and ask for your heart chakra to be opened, and what this might look like as far as like Knight of Cups energy goes is like leading with love, like offering love to people, being kind, going out of your way to do kind things for people. Like if let's say you're stuck at home, it could be like just putting positive things on your social media, positive affirmations and trying to like get that out to the collective, like offer hope, offer love, right? Offer an answer. It's part of your plan. You're meant to do something great. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard. You're meant to be winning, right? I want to see what this is because I feel like it's a childhood thing. Spirit, tell me about that Six of Cups. So this would be like a memory, like you can't stop thinking about it. You know what I mean? It could be about a person, but it's about a memory. It's about something you think about all the freaking time. So tell me what that is. So it could be about a lover. But what's needing to happen is self-love. Like, so I'm wondering if you've just been this kind of person that always pours their love to someone else, like you give it all away, you never really give it to yourself. And so when a person that you're in love with or a partner leaves, you feel broken and like you don't even know how to move forward. You feel like everything is your fault. This is not true. And I think that you're getting clear on this. So do the meditating because your soul wants to tell you some stuff. And it needs to come from them. Like this could come like in a dream. It's right here. But it's definitely about loving yourself, and it's opening up a whole new like kind of life for you. It's transforming you. So buckle up, baby. You're getting clarity about you, your higher self. You're starting to love yourself here, just like I said, and your higher self is giving you messages. So this could come in dreams, it could come in synchronicities. Just keep paying attention. Don't be stuck, because looks like you're kind of stuck here, like not paying attention. 4 of Cups, because you see what's happening here, like, right, this person's thinking about all the shit they don't have, right? And over here, like, this is like the ethers. You see how it's a different color even on the card? There's a cup coming in. It's a blessing. It's a gift from spirit. But look at where you're looking. You're looking at the things you don't have, the things that are gone, the things in 3D. You're missing out on the 5D stuff, So you just have, basically, you just have your ass in the 3D, in the 5D, right? In the ethers. Your human being is 100% feeling like, I've lost everything. I'm discontent. You don't even see the gift. Do you see the hand that's handing you the cup? It's a new cup. It's a cup of love for yourself. It's like, here, I love you. It's your soul saying, like, will you take my cup? Because I love you. I love you exactly who you are, and I'm going to tell you what the plan is. It's telling me right here that your soul wants to tell you what the plan is. So, in order to listen to that plan, you got to be, like, making some time for it. You know what I mean? Like prayer, people talk about praying all the time. That's where we talk to spirit. But meditation is about listening, and it's about palms up, ready to receive. I'm ready. I'm ready for the gifts. I'm ready for the knowledge. I'm ready for the clarity. I'm ready to start loving myself, spirit, but I don't even fucking know how. I'm going to leave it up to you now. Will you show me, higher self? Because humans feeling very much like this. Will you lead my way? I feel like that's what you need to do. I really do. Like, people just aren't aware of how much our soul is an active part of our everyday life. But most of the time we're like this. We have to make a conscious effort to go for that knowledge, to go for that love, So I hope that helps you, Em. You're welcome. Let's see. Rhea, can I get career guidance, and when is it possible for me to get a job? Thank you and have a great day. Hello, Melissa. Career guidance, and when is it possible for me to get a job? Well, let's just see. Oh, spirit. Raya, can I get a career guidance? Tell me something about career for Raya. What's her future look like as far as work goes? Spirit, can you give me some messages, please? Well, it looks like you're meant to be successful. You're meant to be in the public eye. This is like the card of says, yeah, there's a new beginning coming. You could be like actually even like figuring out something on your own here that's going to be profitable. The Knight of Wands is here, and the Knight of Wands is like about, it's about following a passion, like an idea, something that you get intuitively. Like you just get this feeling like, I gotta go make pie. I'm going to make pie and I'm going to sell it all over town. I don't know what it is, but right? Like you get this idea and you do it and it's successful. Okay, so keep that in mind. I do feel like there could be a partnership coming in. and a brand new beginning. It's going to be very abundant. I feel like it's the Wheel of Fortune. So actually, you might have a brand new beginning coming with the way the planets are. I don't know what your sign is, but what I see is like a lot of big movement coming in. Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the Green Man. Tell me, Spirit. Tell me what this. Tell me what the Two of Cups is here. What's that meaning for? Who am I talking to? Raya. Okay, so you could be getting a message from somebody here. It might be surprising, like you're not. This really looks like Uranus and Jupiter conjuncting here, working together in Taurus, like for you is what it kind of reminds me of. I do feel like there's abundance coming in, but I also feel like there's, I don't know, somebody wants to be your partner, maybe. You know what I mean? Like somebody coming in, Two of Cups. It is, whatever it is, it's going to be successful. I don't even know if you know what this is about, but this could be about you starting your own thing. You know what I mean? Like you get this great idea and somebody comes in and wants to work with you and it just like flies. Because what ends up happening is the Sun card, which is abundance and happiness and joy. So it could be like a fluke thing with the Wheel of Fortune here, like lucky. You don't even see it happening. It's shocking. I'm also feeling like there could be an opportunity, you know, about teaching as well. Like I don't know what you're doing, but you could be teaching something about what you know, right? And there's a lot of people showing up for it. So I don't know what that means, but I see it. So I don't really know about time. It doesn't really talk about time. Spirit doesn't talk about time. Spirit, we're talking about Raya, and she's wanting to know about working. So is she starting her own business? No. Is there a partner coming in that's going to, yeah. Is it a love partner? No. It's a Two of Cups, so is it like just a perfectly timed situation? Yeah. And so are these two, this Two of Cups and Raya, going to do something together? Is it a fair and equal transaction? Yeah, it is. It is. So is it going to be within the next month? Because May is like so crazy with the Mars energy. Is it Mars that's bringing this in? Okay. So here's the thing. Like, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was reading about Mars, but Mars is now in Aries. So there's a lot going on for us. Like Aries is like this take charge emperor kind of energy, right? Every single person on this planet is going to be affected by the Aries energy for the whole month of May. And because Mars is in there, Mars is like the action planet. And so what I'm feeling like is like there's this place where this person comes in and you are maybe gonna be a little afraid, or you feel like you don't have it in you to do this. Like maybe it's a job offer or something, right? It's something. It's a pairing, like a soul friend coming in to help you get the success, to help you. It's somebody that cares about you too. There's love here, you know. So it's telling me it's not a lover, but it's a friend. It's a soul friend that is like strategically planned to come into your life so that you can like do a reset of what's going on in your life. So let's see. We didn't get a time, did we? So is it in May? Is this person coming in May for Raya? Are they coming in May? No. How about June? saying it doesn't know. June. July. Will it be July? It'll be July. Okay, so I don't know why it said it didn't know about June, but it's definitely for reals in July. Something's happening here. Is Raya going to be a teacher? Because I'm feeling like teaching energy off this Nine of Wands. Is that Raya being the teacher here? No. Is it the Two of Cups person, the teacher? Okay. Okay. So, I mean, there you have it. Someone's coming in and they're some kind of mentor for you. What they're helping you do is succeed and be profitable and abundant, and they're putting your life on purpose, Raya. So something going on by July is what it looked like. I hope that made sense for you. Oh, let's see. All right, so let's see. Could I ask if the weekend is going to good or any surprises? Okay, Melissa. Is Melissa going to have a good weekend? Is there something cool happening for Melissa this weekend? It says, yeah. Is it about money? Is it about self-love? Yeah. Something good about self-love happening for you, Melissa. Will Nick Music marry in 2024? Spirit, no. Jessica, I believe God heals all sickness and all disease. Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible, and I think it's possible for sure, but I think that, it depends on our soul plan. You know what I mean? There really is one, you know? We made it before we ever came here. We just don't remember it. Um, but yeah, we can try hope on, yeah. Um, oh, thanks, Jess. You're welcome, Em. Am I a lucky person? Big boy. Is Big Boy a lucky person? Is Big Boy a lucky person? Yeah. Okay. It looks like I have done all the readings. So I will go for now. I just want to say thank you guys for showing up. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for the new subscribes. I also have a members only channel if you're interested in joining that. I do all the extendeds there, and then just extra videos just pertaining to like questions that the members have asked me. I also do readings for my members, like I meet them over there and do private readings for them, sort of like this. Um, so if that's something that you're interested in, there's a link in the description box below. And I just want to wish you guys a really great day. I hope May and I hope Mars brings everybody what they need. The movement, the action, the changes in our belief systems about ourselves, mostly because we've got Chiron there. So wishing and um, sending out love for all of us to have this healing that needs to take place inside of us so we can keep growing. I love you guys, and I hope you have a really great day.